You must have often seen in adventure films how a person trapped in a dense and scary forest comes out alone. But imagine what you would do if you got trapped alone in such a forest. Nothing happens by being afraid and losing courage, and a pilot named Antonio has done this. After the plane crash, the pilot was trapped in the dense and dangerous forest of Amazon for 36 days and came out because of his stubbornness. Let us tell you how the pilot finally came out of the forest. Hello, welcome back to your channel Pulse Mix 360. Let's start. Antonio, the name of a Brazilian pilot who took off with his plane on January 28th, but suddenly the plane disappeared. And then the search for the pilot began. After a few hours it was found that the Cessna 210 plane had crashed, and then a rescue operation was started to find the pilot. But, on the other hand, the pilot was missing and no trace of him was found. After the plane crash, the pilot was trapped in the dense forests of the Amazon, and he did not have any such means so that he could contact the outside world. A lonely pilot, hungry and thirsty. If he lost courage, he would have died. But pilot Antonio did not lose courage and started searching for a way out of the dense Amazon forest. Time passed and the pilot started thinking that considering him dead, the rescue operation would have been stopped. Therefore, the pilot was alone and had the challenge of surviving somehow. Being trapped alone in the Amazon forest means playing hide and seek with death. But the pilot kept walking. Pilot Antonio was eating birds' eggs to fill his stomach. There was no dearth of fruits in the jungle, so the pilot continued to fill his stomach with the help of fruits. But, saving his life from wild animals was the biggest challenge. He used to climb tall trees to sleep at night and then start his mission to get out of the jungle in the morning. Time passed and then more than a month passed. Pilot Antonio's family had now given up the hope of seeing him alive. After about 30 days, Pilot Antonio saw some people in the forest. After seeing some people in the forest, Pilot Antonio became crazy with happiness. These people had come to collect chestnuts inside the forest, after which Pilot Antonio contacted his office, and then Pilot Antonio was rescued alive from the forest. When Pilot Antonio met his family after 36 days, his happiness knew no bounds. When Pilot Antonio was meeting his family, this news was broadcast live on Brazilian TV, and this scene was seen live by millions of people in Brazil. After meeting his family, Pilot Antonio was admitted to the hospital for treatment. His condition had worsened and he had become very weak. Pilot Antonio became very emotional after coming out safely from the Amazon forest after 36 days. He said that at one time he had given up hope of living, but at that time he found some people inside the forest. Pilot Antonio said that he was repeatedly remembering his family, and that was what inspired him to stay alive and somehow get out of the forest. The pilot said that he wanted to meet his parents and sister for the last time and was going with this hope. After primary treatment in the hospital, Pilot Antonio was discharged. We hope you will like, share and subscribe this video. We will meet you in the next video with such an exciting story.